What's up guys, I'm Tommy and welcome to another episode of TomyTek Outdoors. Today I'm going to be doing a speed test with my Bixpy Jet on my 2019 Hobie Outback. So stay tuned. So if you're new to my channel and you like fishing, crabbing, kayaking, boating, or just spending quality time with family and friends outdoors, consider subscribing to my channel by clicking that red subscribe button below and clicking that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how I mounted my Bixpy Jet on the back of my 2019 Hobie Outback. This mount that's on here is the Slipstream mount, and this is made by Easy Mount. This is a Slipstream Mach 1. They have a Bixpy Jet model. The difference with the Bixpy Jet one is that the mount in the back here, it's actually cut with a bracket so that you can insert the Bixpy Jet into the mount, because everything on this Bixpy Jet universal mount is fixed, so you can't actually take it apart to slide it into the mount. But the cool thing with this Slipstream Mach 1 is that the mount itself actually fits in the 4 holes on the back of the 2019 Hobie Outback. That's where your micro power pole could go into. So the mount fits perfectly. You do have to adjust it when you first get it. I'll do an installation video for you guys, so stay tuned for that in the near future. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you how this mount works. So there is a top piece to the mount. So there's a base, which is right here, this piece, and then this top piece actually comes off. There's actually a cotter pin over here on this side over here, and you just pull the cotter pin out, and then this slides out. Let me put the camera down. Slides out. Make sure you hold your motor when you do this, because it's going to come down. And the nice thing is that this whole bracket comes right off. So now you can take this piece and then store it inside of your truck or your car or whatever, just so you can transport it safely, you know, not have your motor hanging off while you're transporting it. So what it looks like without that piece on is just the base with this mount piece right here. And this is actually the piece you have to adjust when you first get the Slipstream mount. But so then when you get to your destination, all you got to do is the reverse. I'll show you that. So I'm just going to take the bracket piece, and then take this, slip it right in, just line up the hole, slip it in. There you go, and then just put your cotter pin on the other side for safety, and you are good to go. So that's how the Easy Mount works. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take the water and do some speed tests. So stay tuned.
One thing I forgot to mention is that I made this fixed so that the Bixpy Jet could not turn. It would only allow it to go forward. And then I would just use the rudder on the Outback to steer the boat.
Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and start the test. I'm going to make sure my Mirage drive is flat to the hole. And we are going to start with setting 1. Right now we are going 0.7 because I am drifting. But this is setting 1. We're at now we're at 1 mile an hour. Sorry if you hear some lawnmowers, but I can't do much about it because I'm out here. So 1.3, 1.4 at setting number 1. Here is setting number 2. Got to 1.7, 1.8, 1.9. It's jumping back and forth. 2 mile an hour. Setting 3, we're at 2.2, 2.3. Setting 4, 2.5, 2.6, 2.6, 2.7. So setting number 4, 2.7. Setting number 5, 2.7, 2.8. Setting number 6, 2.8. Got a breeze coming. Hopefully you can still hear me. So setting number 6 is at 2.8. Jump to 2.9. This is setting number 7, 2.93 mile an hour. This is setting number 8 at 3.2 mile an hour. 3.3. Jumped to 4, went back, so 3.4 mile an hour. Setting number 8. Got up to 5. So setting number 9, 3.6, 3.7. That's setting number 9. This is setting 10. This should be the top speed. Make sure, yep. So this is setting 10. At the top speed, I do have a little bit of wind coming this way. 3.8, 3.9, 4 mile an hour. Looks like it hit. So 4 mile an hour seems to be the max. It keeps jumping back between 3.8, 3.9, and 4 mile an hour. I'm getting a little bit of chop here. So, with this current setup on the 2019 Hobie Outback, it looks like the max speed I could get is 4 mile an hour. Gonna go a little longer to see if, oh, jump to 4.1, 4.0, 4.1. So, yeah, so 4 mile an hour is probably the max, 4.1. And then again, this is max speed, so this is something you probably wouldn't keep on unless you had multiple batteries. So I think my 2016 went a little bit faster actually with Bixpy Jet. So I'll have to see. Maybe I'll test mine again, the 2016. All right, so we're gonna try doing a turning test. I got a little chop right now, but I'm gonna get about, what is it, setting 4 or so. Heading right for these houses. My Mirage drive is now flat to the boats, and I am going to turn left now. And it is turning really slow. This is not too great actually. So right now I have the current configuration. The Slipstream is actually locked into place, so it only goes forward. So I'm actually using the the Outback rudder turn. So I am not really turning at all. So let's go straight again. So now I'm heading for these docks. Gonna go right. So let's turn right. Turning right now. Turn a little bit. So it is actually not turning too well at all with the current setup, with it being fixed. It almost seems like I might have to use the steering to be able to turn better, because then now the motor will actually turn left and right. Yeah, this is horrible. I'm still trying to turn right and I can't even do that. Sorry if you got the winds a little blowing a little bit. So Wow, this is taking forever to turn. This is actually not very good at all. Yeah, let's I'm gonna stop the Bixpy Jet and then let's try to turn using my just my Mirage drive with it dragging in the back. I think that's gonna be a problem too. All right, so I've got my Mirage drive free and I'm just gonna turn so I can be facing these houses straight, and then I'm gonna make a left and a right turn. So I have a suspicion that the Bixpy Jet hanging off is gonna cause quite a bit of drag and make it hard for me to turn. So, all right, guys. So I'm at these houses now. So you can see that is the left. So I'm gonna go forward a little, and now I'm gonna turn left, right now. So you can see it's turning, but it's not turning on a dime if you're watching my previous video. But it is turning. All right, so now I'm going straight. Now I'm gonna turn right. That'll be those houses. So let's turn right. Turning right now. All right, so it's turning. It's just really, really slow. So, oop, that was a fish. Yeah, see, this turns really slow. All right, so my slipstream right now is down. The cool thing with it is I've got this rope attached to it, and to pull it up, all I have to do is pull up on the rope and it comes up nicely. And I just tie it off just to make sure it doesn't fall back down. I'm just gonna tie it to my seat for right now. So this mount is actually pretty sweet. It's doing what it's supposed to do. All right, so now the Bixpy Jet is out of the water, so now it's pretty much like the Outback would be without the Bixpy Jet, because it's not in the water at all. So I'm just gonna line up with the houses, and I'm now gonna make a left turn now. Oh yeah, see, look at that. Turns on a dime. So now my houses are to the right, and let's make a straighten out. All right, so I'm gonna make a right turn now. Oh yeah, see, look at that. It turns right on a dime. So the Bixpy Jet hanging off the back actually creates quite a bit of drag. So that's one advantage, I guess, of having that slipstream back there, is if I don't want to use it, I can just pull it up and then just start using my Mirage drive, and it acts normal. But with it deployed, it creates quite a bit of drag. So that's I don't know, something I'm gonna have to figure out now with my Bixpy Jet, because at least on my 2016 it turned okay with my using my Mirage drive. But like I said, in a future video I'm gonna actually show you the mod I'm gonna do on the rudder. I'm gonna use the sailing rudder instead of the rudder that the Bixpy Jet for Hobie comes with, and see if it turns better. So I don't know, I'm a little torn now with this Bixpy Jet and the 2019, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. But you know, I'll keep you guys posted, keep you guys updated of what I'm gonna do, and if I figure out, you know, a better way to do it. I think the next thing I'm probably gonna do is hook it up with the steering controls so that I could steer the Bixpy Jet by itself, and then, you know, I'll have my Mirage drive controls here. Just gonna kind of suck, because then I'm gonna need 2 steering mechanisms, or 3 actually, because I already have 2 here with the new 2019. So just stay tuned for that. Includes my test with the Bixpy Jet on the back of my 2019 Hobie Outback. The max speed I got was about 4.1, really 4. It kind of jumps back and forth. And the turning radius, that was a fish over there, the turning radius is horrible with this current configuration. I should have actually brought my Mirage drive adapter to test that at the same time, but I might do that in a future video just to see how that performs, if it's any different from, you know, with it being on the back using the Slipstream mount. But yeah, I might have to figure out how I'm gonna best run the Bixpy Jet off of this, because it ran a little better on the 2016 in terms of the fact that I could use it, and then I could, you know, it wouldn't turn on a dime, but at least I could turn, you know, halfway decent with it. But I guess the one advantage of having the Slipstream though is that I can actually pull it out of the water and then just use the Mirage drive as it would be without any Bixpy Jet there. So that'd be one advantage of having that Slipstream. So if I really wanted to, I could just use my Bixpy Jet for just going out, you know, just going out straight to get to where I need to go, but maybe not so much for maneuvering. But we'll have to see. I mean, it's kind of early. I'm gonna probably play with different things, you know, see if there's maybe even a different rudder I could put on the 2019 Hobie Outback that might help. So again, if you have any comments or questions about it, you know, let me know in the comment section below, and I will answer your questions and you know, try to test whatever you guys suggest or would like me to test. All right, guys. So now I've done the speed test, and I think the max speed I got was about 4 miles an hour on this. It's a little bit slower than I thought. The on my 2016, I believe I got 5.4 miles an hour. So I might do some more testing on this, and then also on my 2016. I may even try, you know, taking both out, and I'll use the Mirage drive insert to see the speeds, you know, on the 2016 and then on the 2019. That'll also show us which one is actually faster, because then I'll have a good way to have a consistent speed using the Bixpy Jet. So stay tuned for a video on that. But as you saw in the video, the turning was horrible using the Bixpy Jet back here. So what I'm probably going to end up having to do to use the Bixpy Jet on my 2019 is install the steering cables to allow me to steer the motor. Of course, right now there is a screw in the back of here that prevents it from turning, so I'm going to have to take that out and then install the steering mechanism so that I can steer the Bixpy Jet. So that'll also be in a future video. Right now there's a little bit of a challenge because I can't get access to the back here yet. So once I can install that circle hatch in the back, I should be able to figure out a way to install the steering controls on the Bixpy Jet. I may try to figure out a different way until then, so just stay tuned and keep checking back to see what I've been doing. So if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and click that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.